Each year, 50,000 children with autism turn 18 in the United States.
Temple Grandin event at the Nokia Theater.
And I'm so very excited about May 20th. You want to know why?
Temple Grandin and Friends.
The subject area is Autism Works Now.
If I can feel it, I can do it. Come alive, everybody! If I can feel it, I'm free.
Over 50,000 individuals with autism will face the issue of employment as they age out of high school setting and transition to adulthood. Won't you help us replace the word hope with a seat at the table?
Our goal is to help families with children and youth on the spectrum and the public in general envision a better quality of life for individuals with autism. By creating a bridge between employers and potential jobs, the amazing talents and gifts of those with autism and Asperger's can be shared with others. Unfortunately, far too many young adults with ASDs are graduating from high school and not transitioning into the workplace. 1 of every 3 young adults with autism has no paid job experience, college, or technical school beyond 7 years of graduating high school. That's why we must not only continue to work for increased job opportunities, but also the understanding of the skills that individuals with ASD bring to the job. In short, we must begin to start asking for a seat at the table.
Interview Joey Travolta, scene 2, take 1, Mark.
My name is Joey Travolta. I am the founder of Inclusion Films.
Here we go, let's shoot this.
Enough is enough, scene 37E, take 2.
Inclusion Films is a practical film workshop that takes adults with developmental disabilities through the whole process of making a film.
Being a student at Inclusion Films, the experience that I had was amazing.
I learned camera, I learned lighting, and I also learned how to do storyboards.
I think the most difficult part of transition is that when you come out of high school, it's very, very structured. When you go out into the workplace, you have to be more independent and more social and be able to navigate the system. When given an opportunity and an encouragement to shine, young people like these, like the ones you saw in the film, you got to give them opportunities. 2 of the people, actually 4 of the people, are working here tonight. The reason that I did this is because they employed people that have gone through the program.
I support and recommend hiring people on the spectrum because they could provide different insight because he or she can show their own individual talents and bring that into the employer's needs and attention.
So many people on the autism spectrum have been deterred from employment because they and their potential employers were unsure of their capabilities. For some, a little confidence with the workplace and its norms is all that's needed. For others, there is that one special niche that can change a life with the joys of meaningful employment. But no matter where a person is on the spectrum, there is a place that is teaching the skills that will benefit them in the workforce and aligning them with the jobs that suit their abilities. At the Miller Career and Transition Center, there is a dedicated staff of LAUSD educators working with those with autism to discover their skills, learn the in and outs of being on the job, and build a better future for themselves. They transform lives and created opportunity. It's the most comprehensive vocational training center of its kind, with 22 programs that are inspiring others across the globe to follow their lead and to bring back vocational skill set training for all youth. With more training centers like these, all youth have a chance for a brighter future. That's why Autism Movement Therapy would like to honor the Miller Career and Transition Center and its principal, Wayne Fogelsong, with the Trailblazer Award.
I believe that every child is a gift of God, and every child has a purpose in life. And it is our responsibility and our duty, really, as parents, as educators, to lift every one of those children with a disability up to the point where they can be contributing members of society. If we want our children to be employed, I don't believe they should be given a job. I believe they should earn a job.
I am on the autism spectrum, and growing up,
my mom made sure I had access to music and movement. I believe the experience of music is something that can bring us all together. And as we have seen tonight, it is an act of creation and self-expression that can provide immense benefits to all of us. It heals. It promotes interaction. It can even lead to employment and connection.
The one, the only, Shane Durbin, let's go!
Maybe I'm amazed at the way you love me all the time.
My friend, you are coming to Hollywood.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Whoa, you're picking up your pieces off the ground. Picking up your pieces off the ground. Picking up your pieces.
What I do on stage, who I become on stage, is who I'm capable of being. And I feel like I needed that. I needed that teacher to say that. She was a community theater director, not a licensed teacher or neurologist or doctor or, you know, just somebody. And that's what I needed to do. So I feel like for the movement of getting and securing people with spectrum disorders and securing them with jobs is securing them with it's somebody telling them, I believe in you. I believe that you are capable because I know that you are. To me, autism isn't a disability. Because it doesn't disable me from doing a single damn thing.
The way I love you. Thank you. You guys are the best. I love all of you. Thank you so much for this. This is amazing. Amazing.
You've got to show kids lots of things. And taking out all the career classes, it's one of the worst things that they've done in a lot of the schools. Now let's talk about the world of work. I had a slow transition from the world of school to the world of work. And that first started out with a sewing job that my mother set up for me with a neighborhood seamstress. Then when I was 15, I was cleaning horse stalls. Then I went out to my aunt's ranch. When I was in college, I did an internship at a research lab and another internship at a summer program for kids with autism and other disorders. Volunteer work does count as long as it's outside the home on a schedule. They've got to learn that discipline and responsibility of having a job. And we need to hopefully start in middle school. Because I've seen too many kids where they're graduating from college, sometimes with advanced degrees, and they've never learned working skills. Like they might say, well, I have authority issues with the boss or something. You know, well, sometimes you just got to do what the boss tells you to do. It is called work. So let's look at some of the things that we could just set up in the neighborhood. Paper route substitutes. I wish we had paper routes, so we don't have them anymore. So what can we set up in the neighborhood? How about walk dogs for 2 neighbors? Every morning at 6 o'clock, you got 2 dogs to walk. You got to give those dogs the full 30 minutes. How about setting up chairs at the community center? There's a lot of different things. Maybe help an old person buy their groceries, but it's something on a schedule that they've got to do. And then when they get to be 16, or if it's 14 in Colorado, go right into the real economy. Work at McDonald's, work in a retail store, work in a grocery store. Now, one of the problems we got with the spectrum is it's such a broad spectrum. So you've got Einstein with no language till age 3. You got half of Silicon Valley. You got Fermilab. You got Mozart. You got lots of famous artists and musicians. And then you've got people more kind of in the middle, the moderate level. And then you have people that have got many more handicaps and may have trouble with just daily living skills. For some people, pushing grocery carts is an appropriate career. But for others, a summer job pushing grocery carts is good training, but then they need to be going on to something else. In high school, my first freelance sign painting job was for a hairdressing salon. And so I put the Breck lady on it. And then I painted some signs for some feed yards. And I painted some signs for stupid carnival exhibits at the Arizona State Fair. So I did some of that entrepreneur stuff. Now, where they're going to need help is on how to set up their limited corporation. But you basically start a freelance business one little project at a time. And the interesting thing I found about the movie set when I went there were vehicles there from 100 different companies working on that movie set. And they were all freelancers. Now, we got to get out there and we got to show what people can do. There's way too much emphasis on disability and not enough emphasis on showing off what they can do. And we need to be getting these portfolios out there. Thank you all for coming. Yep, let's get out and show what people can do. Thank you. Okay.
You get paid to sing.
Maybe I can be a tour guide.
If I work at the Wizard World of Harry Potter, I'd be happy.
And entertainment, making people really happy.
We need to make sure that we're one about this. We're one about, thank you, that we're one about employment, that we're one about, how we deal with people with autism. We have to be one, because if we're not, we're going to suffer. Look at people with autism. Look at what they have to offer. Look at the brilliance that they offer. Look at the dedication that they offer. Look at the loyalty that they offer. They become model employees once you hire them. Thank you very much. Thank you. Assume intelligence.
So this song right here is about the theme of tonight, and I want to dedicate it to all the parents out there that are holding those kids up high and making a difference. For me, my parents, they made a huge difference. I know you guys are working real hard to do the same. 5 years old and nervous till my stomach hurt. Squirming in my Sunday morning suit. My mom was asked if I would sing a little song in church, and I was about to make my debut, but I was too full of emotion. I couldn't look to the crowd, and then my father lifted me up and set me on a chair behind the pulpit and whispered words to help me settle down. Said, pick your head up, boy, I know you got this, stand up tall. You know she's watching and all she wants is to see you smile. You know to her you'll always be awesome, so take a breath and give it your all, son. You're her little man, so sing it loud. Go on now, make your mama proud. 20,000 people waiting patiently, and the road to get us here was so much work. But I still shake like a leaf when it's coming time to sing. And I feel like that little kid in church, 'cause I get to reflection when I look into the crowd. But then my Father lifts me up with that memory of the pulpit. And still those words help me settle down. Well, go on now, make your